Korea is notorious for its over-the-top competition to get into the most prestigious universities in the country. But that race to get into the school of your choice apparently begins much earlier in life. With the school year starting in March in this country, now is a season for a cutthroat race for next year's kindergarten, yes, preschool admissions. Why so much heat? Our news feature tonight with Lee Jiwon.
Parents have been waiting anxiously for this moment at this public kindergarten in the city of Cheonan, south of Seoul.
긴장되죠? 됐으면 좋겠는데. 긴장되네요.
They have gathered to have their children admitted for the 2016 academic year. But in order to do so, they have to rely on luck, as new students are randomly selected by drawing lots. Considered to be a crucial step in the admission process, some parents who couldn't make it to this day have even had their kids' grandmothers come instead.
꼭 됐으면 좋겠습니다. 국립이어서 교육도 괜찮고 비용도 안 들어가고.
너무 보내고 싶고 또 좋다고 소문이 많이 나가지고.
But not everyone can be admitted. The chances of getting picked stand at 30 to 1. In just a few moments, 6 lucky parents will have their names drawn from this box. And finally, the drawing starts. Those who have their numbers called out smile broadly in relief and joy. Those who didn't make it can't hide their disappointment.
I wasn't expecting my number to be drawn because the chances are so slim, but I am so glad to have been selected.
More than 500 parents came today in the hopes of getting their names drawn, but only a few smiled on their way back. What is the reason for this kindergarten admission crisis? Public kindergartens are relatively more affordable than their private counterparts, and they are sought after by parents looking to provide their kids with quality preschool education.
According to data from 2014, sending a child to a public kindergarten costs about $7 a month for parents. Sending the child to a private kindergarten would cost about $169.
The number of public kindergartens in this country cannot accommodate the high demand. Only about 21% of Korean preschoolers attend public kindergartens, while the ratio is about 69% on average among OECD countries. Despite the ongoing problem, the government has largely been focused on education policies and budgets on elementary, middle, and high schools, putting the burden of early childhood education on the parents' shoulders. A government policy drafted in 2013 supports tuition of all preschoolers between the ages of 3 and 5, but a legislative notice made last September limits the number of new public kindergartens nationwide, thus aggravating the situation. According to Korea's education ministry, other facilities such as daycare centers and nurseries can accommodate the needs of preschool children in lieu of public kindergartens.
Instead of building more public kindergartens, the government should make better use of private ones. There are enough private kindergartens already running, not to mention that building new public kindergartens is financially difficult.
Many say that finances and budgets should not overshadow the importance of education.
Reducing the number of new public kindergartens because of budget means that the government is not fulfilling its role for the nation. As the government promised to take full responsibility of early childhood education, it should stand by its pledge and build more public kindergartens.
Experts say a feasible solution to the early kindergarten admission crisis would be efforts made by both parties. Parents should not place the full responsibility of early childhood education on the government, and the government should adopt a policy that better accommodates the growing demand for public kindergartens nationwide. Lee Jiwon, Arirang News.